Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone who will be catching me live tonight. It's go live time once again for me in my Charito Gabuya Facebook page, and tonight I will be joined by a lady also an immigrant, I believe. But she's all the way to from the eastern part of Canada, and I'm so grateful she accepted my invitation for a short chat tonight. And I'm always so thrilled to bring new faces onto my page. So without further ado, let me introduce Kim from Ontario. So,
Hi,
hi,
Charitos.
how are
Thank you.
you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for inviting me today to
Oh,
your
thank you. Thank
webpage.
you. Yeah, with we always have scheduling because we are all over the world, right? So we
Yes,
always need to a certain schedule for all of us. And thankfully for tonight I was able to get Kim finally after a week of messaging each other. So yeah,
right,
again,
right.
thank you, Kim. And yeah, I without any further introductions, I will just give the floor to you to give a little bit background about yourself with us.
Sure. Yeah. So I'm from Canada. I actually live in Toronto for over like 40 years now. I'm
Oh,
actually an immigrant from Vietnam long time ago.
yeah.
But yeah, I came here and then I did all my schooling here in Canada since I was in kindergarten, right? So
Oh,
I kind of consider myself,
a
a
true blue
Canadian.
Canadian. Yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
sure.
But actually, you know what? I still keep my culture. I still be able to talk my own mother tongue,
Oh, that's
which is
good.
Vietnamese, right? So I can talk, I can read, I can speak in Vietnamese fluently. So that's
Wow.
what I'm proud of, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. And
that's nice.
right. And I'm a mother of one teenager's daughter. I live here in Ontario with my husband and my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, she's 16, turning 17,
Oh,
and then next year she's going to go to university.
yeah,
So yeah, I'm looking forward for that because she's going to be away from home. So I want her to be a little bit more independent,
yeah,
and start her adulthood life pretty soon.
yeah.
Yeah.
My
And
son is actually graduating this year
oh really?
in high school also. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's
my
nice.
eldest.
Okay. Wow. Time flies, eh?
Yeah, true.
Right, right. But is he going to go to university in Edmonton or he's going to go far away from home?
Just here. He's not really sure which path to take yet. His first option was architectural engineering, but then he he found this new what do you call this? I don't know if it's a passion, but he just found it just this like last year. He actually enjoys cutting his classmates hair, so he's thinking of going into the path of doing making it a business.
Hmm.
So yeah, so we'll see. I'll
I
leave it
see.
to him to decide for himself, as long as he would love what he do,
Right,
right?
right. Exactly, exactly. At least he has a business mind, right?
Yeah.
At least that. That's good. That's good. So, actually, like I live here, and I have a full time job beside doing this digital business. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
software engineer by profession,
Oh,
and I just venture myself into the business world.
yeah.
um, Before doing this digital business, I have also another online business which is still running for like about 3 years now.
Wow.
um, yeah. So So it's you know, like a pet online store where people can go and
Nice.
buy
Yeah.
pet accessory for dogs and cats over the
Oh.
online space, right? So I'm doing that.
Yeah.
But the difference between that pet store, that pet online store, and this
Mm-hmm.
digital business, it's because the pet business store, I have to do everything handmade, right? So I have to handmade
Mm.
by myself, and I
Oh.
also the one who has to carry on with the the customer, dealing with the
Mm-hmm.
customer, packaging, shipping, like from A to Z. I have to all do that by myself,
Yeah.
right?
And inventory.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
have a lot of stock inventory at home too, so
I can imagine.
you can imagine that, right? And then I was like dealing with my online store with the Amazon FBA and
Oh.
Etsy and all those
Yeah.
online platform. But
Mm-hmm.
then over time, like I was talking to myself, I was like, should I keep doing that for the next 10 years or 20
Yeah.
years, right before I retire, right? Beside my full time. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
no, it's not sustainable. I cannot just keep doing that handmade thing, right? So
Yeah.
I start to look for something else which is more reliable, and then I can retire much earlier, right? So I
True.
I decide to venture myself into the digital world.
Yeah. And
That's
then you
pretty
found
much
this.
exactly. I found it
Yeah.
and I really love it. Like the beauty of this business is just to meet a lot of amazing people, very like-minded
Mm.
people, and who's all like we all have the same goal, right? Like we want
Yeah.
to retire early, we want to spend a lot of time with our family, we want to travel the world. Like we all have the same goal at the end of the day. So
True.
yeah,
True.
I don't want to wait until I'm 65 to retire, right? I want to
Yeah.
retire like in the next couple of years if it's not too aggressive.
Yeah, like yeah, we all have different timelines in the digital business, right? But
Right.
that's the ultimate goal. That's
Yeah,
our direction. Like
exactly.
whether we like it or not, if we do the business or not, we still have to retire one
Yes.
one day, right?
As you
Yeah.
said, like we have to do something that we love, right? Like if we love
Mm-hmm.
something, we
Mm-hmm.
don't feel like we're working. We are kind of enjoying every
Yes.
step of the process. So this is
Mm-hmm.
exactly what I'm doing right now. Like I really enjoy. I don't see this as work. I don't see this as a job.
Mm-hmm.
I see this as a passion, I would say.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's nice. Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Like just imagining you having a job and two businesses, one like not really brick and mortar but somewhat brick and mortar, right? And then plus the online. You have a lot of
I have a
um
lot on my
things
plate.
to,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
That's why a lot of people, like a lot of friends, family telling
Mm-hmm.
me like, wow, you have so much. Like, where do you find the time? Everyone has 24 hours a day, right?
Yeah. True.
I kind of telling myself, you know what? Like everyone is busy. Like every single person is busy. It's really the will. Like, are you
Mm-hmm.
willing to do it? Are you passionate about it? If you're
Yeah.
really willing and passionate about what you do, you don't feel you're
The
tired, or
yeah.
you have the energy to just keep yourself pushing yourself to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Because I
True.
mean, if you keep taking an excuse as, oh, you know what, I'm too busy, or I'm too tired, I have a lot of things to deal, my kids are still small, blah blah blah, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of those excuses, well, then this business is not for you. Like,
True.
right.
Ah,
Yeah.
like I was just thinking, like I hear those a lot of yeah, let's say excuses from all over, and sometimes I'm guilty of that too. Yeah, that's why.
Right. Yeah. I
So,
mean, the thing is, because depending on who you work with and the
mm-hmm.
community that you are surrounded with, those
Yeah,
people also kind of give you all the energy to move forward, right? So I'm
definitely.
looking to be in a community that people are cheering up each other and helping up each other, right? So that's keep me motivated every day.
Definitely. And ours is a vibrant one.
Yes, yes. And it's also something like, after like a long day at work, like, I mean, my
Mm-hmm.
full-time job, after a long day from the full-time job, I still working on my business just like now, right? Like I'm
Yeah,
talking to you, and I just don't feel like I'm working. I'm like more chit-chatting with a friend here,
true. True.
right?
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just kind of ending up my day on the
Mm-hmm.
good notes, basically.
Oh yeah, that's I read Phoebe Trotman's book, and Simon Chan also mentioned that, like, whatever happens within your day, because we're like, our day is not assured to be always good, right? But
Mhm.
you also, like, in yourself, you always have to make sure that you end your day on a good note. Ah,
Exactly. Exactly.
nice. Yeah, so now brings me to my one and only question. I just want to know, like, what are you looking forward to this year, since we're still at the beginning of the year practically?
You know what? I have a lot of plans in the year for this year, 2024. But
Mm-hmm.
my main goal is to be able to bring this business to the point where I want it to be, right? Because I just
Yeah.
started a few months ago, right? So I'm
Oh,
still learning, and
yeah.
and I did my first go live like maybe a month ago or something. So I'm still, it's a lot of things to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this business is providing you a very, very structured training site that
Yeah.
everyone can go ahead and learn, and to start up their own business. So I'm still in the process of learning every day, right? But
Mm-hmm.
looking forward 1 year from now, I really want to be to the level that I was looking for since the
Yeah.
beginning, because a lot of success story, I read a lot of people's success story, and I talk to
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people. Whoever is very dedicated and motivating to the business can kind of, quit their full-time job in the matter of like a year or 2 years or 3 years, right? Depending on how much time you put into the business,
Yeah.
but
True.
it's possible. So I want to make that
It's doable.
possible. So that's really my goal,
Yeah.
and then when I reach that goal, obviously my ultimate other goals, my main goal is to be able to travel the world. I like to go cruising, right? I don't know if you've
Wow.
been on
Yeah.
a cruise, but I
Not
like to go
yet.
cruising. So usually when I have to cruise, I can only take 2 or 3 weeks vacation to spend
Mm-hmm.
on the cruise, right? But my goal is to be able to be to cruise around the world. So
Around the,
there's
yeah,
a
that would be nice.
option where you can cruise for 2-3 months around the world
Yeah.
and stop at every single country, right? So I want to be on that cruise.
Yeah, and then you have the business with you, right?
Exactly, you see the
Awesome.
beauty of it.
Yeah, true, true.
Yeah, so
Ah,
that's really like the plan, right? And the main reason why I joined this business, because you can't
yeah,
ask
more
for more.
time.
You know, you
Yeah.
can work anywhere. You can work on the cruise. You can spend your vacation.
Mm-hmm.
2-3 months on a cruise and still working on your business. And
Yeah,
still having coming in. I'm not tied into a 9 to 5 job. Not
yeah,
be able to stuck myself into to the office, right? So yeah, so that's
true.
the perfect life.
Yeah, and like, um, yeah, just before, those kinds of things are just wishes, and
Yes.
we know that only the rich and the famous and the privileged can truly afford them. But now, in this day and age, because of this digital business, everyone, it's not just a dream anymore. It can be a goal, a plan, right? A bucket list that you can check off. It's really possible nowadays.
Yeah, and
right?
especially the world is moving throughout the online world, right? Like everyone is
Mm-hmm.
online. Billions of people are on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
So by only surfing Facebook and just wasting your time on that, I was talking to myself. I'm like, oh, why not making money out of it, right? Like, spending the time to be able to gain something instead of just wasting it, right? I used
Mm-hmm.
to, just surf the web, or go on Facebook and look at my friends posts and things like that, right?
Yeah.
Or spending like 2 hours just to watch Netflix movie, like, and then by looking back, I'm like, why I waste so much time on doing those things, right? Now
Mm-hmm.
I use my time very, very efficiently. Like I use it, and I make sure that I have my to-do list every morning, and make sure that I go through my to-do list, and whatever I need to do for this on my digital business, I will
Mm-hmm.
just focus it on it and just do it, right? So I'm no longer watching movie anymore.
Wow.
Unless my daughter is asking me, you know what, let's go to a theater, watch a movie once in a while. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
it's not like a weekly thing, which I used to do before.
Yeah.
Right.
I need to have more consistency on that one. I have my to-do list, but
Mm.
sometimes I just tick off like maybe one or two. I I need more discipline in that area.
Right, right. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, yeah, you need to keep consistency and discipline to be able
true,
to move faster, right? But
true.
I mean, everyone has their own situation. Some people has, their family commitment, or they have
Mm-hmm.
other things that they have to take care. Obviously they're going to go a little bit slower, but depending on everyone's situation, not everyone
Yeah,
is the same, right?
as long as we just don't stop, we can take a rest, take a step back, but yeah, we can we just need to move forward. Really.
Exactly, exactly. At
Yeah.
least we start. A lot of people out there didn't
Mm-hmm.
even start yet, right?
Oh yeah.
Um, and I mean, at least we start. Like, doesn't matter if you go slow or you go fast, you're going to
Yeah.
reach there one day. But if you
Mm-hmm.
don't start, then you
Definitely.
will never get there.
True, true.
Yep,
That's one food for thought for
yep.
anyone who will be catching us on replay. And yeah, before I like we close this short chat, I would just like to say again, thank you, Kim, for joining me tonight. And yeah, before we really close, I'll just ask you for um, a message, a parting message to those who will be catching us on replay in my Facebook page and later on your page as well.
Well, you know what? The only message that I want to pass on to everyone that is watching us or will watch our replay, it's you have to give it a try. You have to give
Mm,
yourself a chance to try out. There's nothing to lose, right? Just go explore, listen to the webinar, and
yeah,
and then you will have to do your due diligence and see if this business is for you or not. No one can decide on your behalf, right?
mm,
So go for it. You have nothing to lose. Who knows, this business might be for you, and you can change your life for the better,
yeah,
just the
definitely.
way I did. And I feel my life much more happy, much more fulfilled, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm moving toward my goals at the moment.
Yeah, yeah, which makes us really excited thinking about our goals and yeah, just making them happen, right?
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah. So with that, I would just have to say thank you again, Kim, and stay tuned for another chat again next week with me, and we'll see who we can drag onto my page again. Thank you,
Thank,
everyone, and have a
thank
good
you.
night.
Thank you, Charito, for inviting me.
Oh,
Bye,
no worries. My
everyone.
pleasure.
Bye bye.